After many days of monitoring Lytutien at Mrs. Lisa's farm, the villains discovered that the police were always guarding the area to protect her, so they shifted their target to Jack. No one anticipated that the next person to be in danger would be him. The calm, strong man who had always been the emotional anchor for Lytutien throughout her journey to find her family. Jack didn't stay at the farm often. He had to return to the city to handle unfinished business, especially as the company's board of directors started putting pressure on him. This separation made him an easy target. One afternoon, when Jack left the office to meet with a business partner, he had no idea that two strange cars were silently tailing him. Along the way, he noticed some odd signs, such as unfamiliar eyes in the parking lot or a vehicle following the same route for too long. But he remained calm. Just minutes after leaving the city center, on a quiet suburban road, Jack's car was forced to stop by a black SUV with no license plate. Before he could react, his door was ripped open and a group of masked men quickly subdued him. The small sounds echoing in the still air weren't loud enough for anyone to notice. Jack tried to resist, but with 3 strong men against him, he was swiftly tied up and thrown into their vehicle. It all happened in under 5 minutes. That night, Jack's phone went dark. Lytutien started to worry when he didn't text her like usual. Her instincts told her something was wrong. The next morning, she called Jack's assistant, who also couldn't reach him. Fear surged through her heart. She immediately contacted Mrs. Lisa and the police officers guarding her. A search for Jack was launched. The few available clues only confirmed that Jack had left the office that afternoon. Traffic cameras later captured his car heading toward the suburbs, but the footage stopped there. No one knew his final destination. Investigators scoured hotels, parking lots, and even hospitals in the area but found nothing. Lytutien couldn't sit still. She begged Mrs. Lisa and the police to let her go to the city where Jack vanished. At first, they refused due to safety concerns, but moved by her determination and concern, they agreed to send escorts. Standing at the road where Jack's car last appeared, Lytutien felt her heart sink. The wind howled, the sky was gray, and she couldn't stop her tears. She whispered, "Where are you, Jack? Please give me a sign." Meanwhile, the kidnappers didn't take Jack to a fixed location. They kept moving from place to place to avoid being traced. Each time they stopped, they blindfolded him, switched vehicles, and erased any signs he could remember. Jack tried to memorize every detail: the sound of a train passing, the scent of rotting wood, the distant crash of ocean waves, but everything was vague. Their goal wasn't just to eliminate Jack from Lytutien's life, but to silence a key witness in the company's dark dealings. Jack had uncovered evidence of corruption, money laundering, and illegal transactions. They knew if he exposed the truth, many would face legal consequences. In a dim room, light flickered across Jack's exhausted face. He was tied to a chair, his eyes red from sleeplessness, but his gaze remained fierce. "You want me to stay quiet?" Jack croaked. "You'll have to kill me first." One of the kidnappers stepped closer and sneered. "Then disappearing forever is a better option." Time passed. Lytutien grew more desperate. The media began reporting, "Young CEO missing mysteriously. Is this a corporate conspiracy?" But no answers surfaced. At the farm, every night, Lytutien silently prayed. She kept the jacket Jack last wore folded beside her pillow. Mrs. Lisa looked at her with sympathy. "You have to believe he's still alive," she said gently. "Your love may be the only light that can guide him home." The search continued. New leads emerged. A watch believed to be Jack's found in an abandoned warehouse, or a vague witness who claimed to have seen someone like Jack near a port. But none of it was conclusive. Everything was fragile. A month passed. Then 2. News of Jack slowly faded. But Lytutien didn't give up. She visited every possible location, questioned every person, even retraced their past conversations. Exhausted, she still clung to hope that one day Jack would return, even if it was just a trace, a symbol, or a faint call. Then one overcast afternoon, as Lytutien sat silently beneath the tree where they once took a photo, a small envelope arrived at the farm. No recipient. No return address. Inside was a single note. "I'm still alive. Don't stop looking for me." The handwriting resembled Jack's. Lytutien burst into tears. This slip of paper was the first ray of hope in a long, dark tunnel. But it was also filled with uncertainty. If he was alive, why couldn't he come back? Where was he? Who delivered this message on his behalf? And was it really from Jack? The answer remains a mystery. But Lytutien knew one thing. She would never stop searching. No matter how dangerous the path, no matter where Jack was, trapped in darkness or silence, she would keep going. For love. For the promise they once made. And for the belief that one day, Jack would return, stepping out of the shadows, to hold her hand once